Tam.
Jsi tam, jo? Právě otevuji. Co jsem tu udělal? Já jsem odešel, že?
Jo.
Ty jásu. Davide, nechytej dneska na ní.
So promotion is the target today, and of course they have got a fallback position with the other games as well, but a draw is enough, but they'd love to do it in style, Alan, wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah, I mean, they can almost touch it now. They just need to do basically what they've been doing for most of this campaign, and they'll be home and hosed.
Paris Saint-Germain, this is their lineup. In goal, Kevin Trapp. Thiago Silva plays with Marquinhos in central defence. Marco Verratti plays with Blaise Matuidi in the centre of the park. Edinson Cavani is the main striker today. This is then the Manchester United lineup. David De Gea starts in goal. Eric Bailly plays with Chris Smalling in central defence. Paul Pogba plays with Ander Herrera in midfield.
Yes,
in attack, Zlatan Ibrahimovic plays up front with Wayne Rooney. Shots on here. He's kept it out. Wayne Rooney here to take the corner. That was a fantastic save, Alan Smith.
Well, it's all about reactions. They were razor sharp there.
Well, he has cleared the danger. Keeper comes and claims it, and no great risk. Pressed and won the ball well forward. Now Anthony Martial, defender to it first. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. This with a chance to go into the lead now. I think he rushed his shot there. That's why it's so wide of the mark.
No, teď se to chtěl říct, teď trošku. Je moc divoká, když oni jsou moc divocí na nás. Ale zbytečně z mojich chyb, víš, utočil. Netýkám to. Prostě udělal jsem chybu a udělali gól z toho. Takže ty chyby pozamykám a nechám jít druhé.
And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. Into the attacking third. Thought more would have come from that, you know. Referees pointed for a goal kick.
To nebylo dobrý.
Chris Smalling. Damian. And Herrera. Manchester United putting this attack together well. Kozawa.
No.
And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle. Damian.
Škoda.
Si to mohl podkopnout, ten bal dopředu se udělal.
Good reading of the by anticipating the pass. Pogba. Attack building for Manchester United. Well, he's got the ball there in the defensive zone by reading the play very well.
No, stíneme.
Now that's a throw.
To byla Davidova zase velká přihrávka, kusá.
Here's Martial. Good challenge. Verratti. There's some potential in this move.
No jasný,
Well stuck out
neletí
the
to
foot.
ani na jednoho.
Cut off the pass. Henrik Mkhitaryan. Well, more news on the injury front from Jeff Shreves.
50-50 this one. He twisted his knee. He's been trying it out, but I'm not sure he can carry on.
Mkhitaryan! Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. Impressive. And now the shot! Very good stop here. Well, they're a goal up. Now they've got a corner here. Aim for Ibra. Chooses to punch here, the goalkeeper. Good technique. Tries to punch it away.
Počkej, my potřebujeme výhru, že nepostoupili.
That would be a
Máme
throw.
víc zápasů, ale potřebujeme stále... Takhle, potřebujeme jeden bod na postup a 4 body na titul, jestli se nepletu. Jeden bod na titul, na postup je tam
Under no
určitě.
challenge by the goalkeeper.
Na titul si 4 body nebo kolik, to
The
nevím.
task not completed, really. There's good progress with this attack. Well, he's threaded the...
Torčí.
And that's a brilliant goal. Well
Okay.
taken. I think one or two of these players had already imagined the result and turned it into a reality in their minds before it was put in print, so to speak. And they are now in a difficult place to get the 1 point that would give them this early promotion should they get it today.
Yeah, and if they do lose today, I think the manager will be absolutely furious because their attitude has not been right at all.
Attacking well here. Came in with a challenge. It's gone out for a throw. And a sharp restart. On for Cavani. Doing well to keep the ball. Cavani!
No.
Taking the chance with the shot there.
Yeah, thought he might have done better there.
Kdybych neměl naklikanou střelu, tak jsem to zkusil přidat, ale já jsem viděl, že už tam mám naklikáno. To se ani
Now
nepokusím
Anthony Martial.
to změnit.
Damian. We'll go back to the goalkeeper here. Can't blame him for that. They got the ball back by that interception. Angel Di Maria. He's coming forward with some danger.
No,
It will be a free kick.
no jasný, proti mě to
Nicely
písní.
worked until that point.
No a teď je říct, v pohodě máme my.
Now they've got to try and regain possession. Trying to find a way through here, probing away. Defender to it
Yeah.
first. Mkhitaryan! And the goalkeeper got across to it. He's offside, Ibrahimovic.
No jo, už to se hodil.
They've cut it out.
Ne, opustě ten štít. Bože.
Meunier. Referee's had a good look and decided, from what he's seen, foul by the Manchester United man. Well, the ref's given a foul here, and it's a bad one, yellow.
Yeah, no surprise there at all.
A?
Well,
Tak.
this attack,
Jo, tak to byl hnusný sek.
Byl? No. Že ten balon hodil normálně takovou dobrou rychlost.
working away to try and find an opening. That's great
Mně se
defending there, stopping
teleportoval
their attack.
hráč, nevím, že to je
Half time
rychlostí.
now, and 2-0 is the score.
Takhle nevyběhali, dělali reakci. vole.
Teď oni hrajou zase.
Been looking good for Manchester United in the first half at least. We'll see what they do in the second half.
Já jsem si skočil pro pití.
He spotted a teammate and he's got the technique as well as the vision to switch the play.
No prošlo to tam.
There's going to be a throw in after that tackle. Verratti. Damian.
To stojí.
Rooney. It's a quick break. Picking out.
Obsajde, kámo, nemůžeš tě hrát.
It is a miss and
Imranič, ty mě stereš.
otherwise we'd have been talking about
Já budu
the
tam
goals
množstvo
of the
asi.
season.
Well, they cut through the defence on the breakaway, and all it needed was a composed head at the end.
Oh, he's through. Promising build-up until that challenge.
Neřeknu, kdyby mě první kopl do balónu, ale první je kopne do nohy, pak mě kopne balón a on to nepísne. Jak to může být, no? Volma, nehraj si s tím.
No
Referee's
vidíš
awarded
to.
the free kick for Paris Saint-Germain.
On málem nepískaný tohle, jo. To je...
Forward now, Ibrahimovic. Makes the challenge here. Well, this is how this team can play. Sustained attacking football, but when they lose it, as they've done now, it's just a risk that they might get caught out. It's an easy interception.
Ale byla pěkná.
The pass wasn't really a very
Já což
thoughtful one.
teďka jde po bratu přihrát.
Attack building for Manchester United. Could score! And the keeper's pulled that one out of the bag. Short passes, but they're keeping the ball. And in he goes with the tackle. Well, they passed their way up into a good position here, and then just lost the concentration, lost the ball as well. So they've got to work hard to try and get it back. Here's an opportunity, maybe. He has come to the rescue this time.
A dělal jsem mu na nožce, byl jsem spokojený, dokud ho došlupnu. Koukala přehrá balón.
Through ball. Aim for Ibrahim. Comes out with a punch to clear the danger. The shot's on. At full extension, the goalkeeper makes the save. Paris Saint-Germain have a corner to deal with here. Matuidi. They could have got through, and here's the shot. All credit for shooting.
To už
A
všude.
very good shot. Headed down to a teammate. Forward now, Ibrahimovic.
No jo.
Oh, it could be dangerous.
Ty
Wayne
hrajou
Rooney.
a takhle to
Always
vypadá.
had goals in his game, Wayne
Oni
Rooney.
z toho
Wherever
zápasu
his
pustí
starting
prostě.
position in the team is.
To se nepoved.
Tak, já jsem tady teda, jo? Dej mi chviličku, prosím tě.
Jo.
Lecimy na całe journey show. Go, 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 go.
Al infierno hay un paso, nada más. La prohibición es un business. La droga existe y no la vas a eliminar. La solución consiste en legalizar. El chaval, siempre a la sombra de la sociedad. Somos la causa de su malestar. Escúpele al sistema y nunca dejes de molestar.
Ale 3 minutky a jsem tady, jo?
Jo,
Nebude ti to mám vadit.
ne.
Ne, já jsem viděl, že ty jsi dobrý kamarád, 10 minut.
Complain, but when you're driving me insane, well then I think it's time that we took a break. Maybe we're just trying too hard, when really it's closer than it is too far. 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head, instead of going under. 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head. Instead of going under, instead of going under, instead of going under.
Že?
No teď už budu ready hodit dlouho.
To těž.
Takže já tvrdý.
Jo, tak jdeme to. Máme 2 zápasy na to uhrát aspoň ten bod. Takže by to chtělo bez velkých chyb na obou stranách.
Well, what we've got here is a nervy situation, I think. That insurance of the last game, I don't know how much insurance that is. They need this point, and they didn't play in the last game like they looked like they could get a point from any game when they were beaten.
No, they didn't, and I'm sure a lot of work has
But
gone
it's funny,
into
yeah.
the training ground. Just wasn't them last match in a season when they've been really consistent.
Paris Saint-Germain, this is their lineup. In goal, Kevin Trapp. Thiago Silva plays with Marquinhos in central defence. Julian Draxler plays with Angel Di Maria on the flanks. Edinson Cavani is the main striker today. This is then the Manchester United lineup. David De Gea starts in goal. Eric Bailly plays with Chris Smalling in central defence. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is the lone striker today. Made the challenge well. Antonio Valencia. It's a quick break. Aim for Ibrahimovic. He could do a better cross than that, I think. And it was easy to cope with. Well, that'll be a throw.
Jo, nešlukne.
Could be dangerous. Herrera! Well, he's got the ball there and dealt with the danger, really. Can Manchester United get the win today that their supporters always expect of them? They'll have to be at their best, though, in this match. Very, very clearly offside. Easy decision.
Yeah, the linesman didn't have to think too long about that one.
Pogba. And here comes... Oh, he could be in.
Offside.
And now the shot! Well, he's caught offside, trying to get in behind. He'll say that the pass should have come a bit earlier.
Defence squeezed, they knew they caught their man
Jdeme
off.
půl hodiny tohle nepřehovat.
And there's the interception. Cavani.
Škoda. Hezký myšlení.
Mata. Picking out Ibrahimovic. Verratti. Good interception.
Skočila v ložky.
Well, let's have another look at that, because it was a very, very tight call. They were in otherwise.
Well, when I saw it, first time of asking, I thought he was on, you know, but looking at the replay, what a good decision from the linesman that was.
Mata. Antonio Valencia played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. Matuidi. It's a good way to nick the ball back. Quick thinking. The break is definitely on. Cavani! What a fine save. They've lost the ball in a bad area. Defender to it first. Pogba.
Promiň.
Impressive attacking play here from Manchester United. To put them in front. Oh, it's in there. So near, yet so far.
Nedáš dostaneš,
Well,
no.
we thought, well, we'd have a party after this game, a promotion party. Of course, there's other opportunities to get the 1 point if they don't get it now, and now they're losing.
Yeah, worrying signs for me that the way that they've stood off the opposition in the last 5 or 10 minutes, as if they don't really believe they can do it.
Yeah,
So the first goal, it's 1-0.
Well, they gave it straight to him, didn't they?
Ten mohlo na 6.
Matuidi moving forward with... This could be it. Cavani! Goalkeeper can only parry it out. And Herrera.
Víš tak, kámo, co dělám?
He might be through. He's got his shot off now. It's a goal. Bit of complacency, Alan, come into it today because they have got the comfort of
To jsou
other
prostě
games
tutovky,
in
co
which
ty
to
mě
get this
pošleš
one
a já jich
through.
prostě takhle
So they
zahodím.
would be favourites to get it today, but look
Ale
at
já
the
to se
scoreline.
to budu
Yeah, they've
stavit.
not been at it at all, Martin, today.
No nic, a tenhle budu
The
muset
training now,
zapracovat.
just hope that they can be better next time out.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0. Tackle here. He's got his tackle in, and the ball's
Maybe
gone
on.
out now.
Kdy to ještě otočíme ten zápas.
Matuidi. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Could pull one back here, and the goalkeeper got across to it.
Je tam chodí muchavec, to ty prostě.
Mata gone for goal in spectacular style.
Well, I was expecting him to be wheeling away in celebration there.
And that was the chance to hit the target. That's what will disappoint him. He didn't even work the goalkeeper.
Oh, that's a chance that's gone begging because the cross in was nigh on perfect, but the lad in the middle just couldn't do it justice over the crossbar.
Stopping the pass getting through with a good piece of
Offside.
anticipation.
Jak to, že není?
Maybe disappointed with the way he's given the ball away. The shot's on! Oh, no scraps for the attackers to feed on from the goalkeeper that time. Hung on to the ball well. He went in well. And Herrera.
Říkal, to mělo být za to hodního.
Attacking well here. Picking out Ibrahimovic. And shoots!
Hezky to
Oh, well
hraje.
saved.
Já se neporazím.
That will be a corner for United.
Já s těma nedáváním šancí. Ne?
Shot on! Over the top of the bar by some distance.
No veď, 2 šance by tam byly, kdyby Davidek nezahodil. To bylo.
That'll be a corner. Just occasionally with Julian Draxler, you think he's on the periphery of a match. Thiago Silva! The goalkeeper comes out with a punch. Cavani! Great contact with the header. Great work from the keeper. Forward now, Ibrahimovic. And Herrera.
Well, I don't know who.
And now the shot!
A
Oh, well, credit for the effort, the intention, but the technique was poor.
Tohle jo, nemáme šanci na trojku.
Well, that's half time, and 2-0.
Natož na dvorku.
Paris Saint-Germain start the second half. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. Now Mkhitaryan. And that's a corner for Manchester United.
Cože, roche.
Pogba! Kurzawa. That could be the advantage rule applied to Paris Saint-Germain.
Prostě nepřihrajou tam potřebuji mě tlačit celou dobu. Necha jedna.
Forward now, Ibrahimovic. And the cross coming in.
They put that cross far too close to the goalkeeper.
Intercepted well.
And here's the shot.
That shot's blocked very quickly. Livan Kurzawa. Rojo. Here's Martial. Attack building for Manchester United.
He's got his shot off now.
Well, the goalkeeper actually saw this one coming and reached up and stopped the ball passing over his head into the net.
It's one of the hardest skills in the game, and I don't think that was the right choice for him.
Good through pass. Gets his foot in there. Angel Di Maria. This could be a chance. He's in the clear. Cavani! Cavani comes up with the goal again to add another to his long list
No.
of strikes for this team.
Co si budeme povídat, nebyla hezká.
Well, they were caught out here by
Byla moc
the quick
pomalá.
counter-attack against the run of play.
Okapáry mohla být rychlejší.
To stick together there and come under a lot of pressure, but with the pace in the team, that was always
Ale
likely.
šikulka ty, že to tam dal.
Ibrahimovic. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. That would have been a terrific goal, and it was a pretty good effort nonetheless.
Golman drzej, ty vole.
Another turnover in play here with that interception. That's going to run on
Si
through to the
zamával pod
goalkeeper.
tenhle.
Well, the tackle there has led to a throw. Attacking now. Well, they're building steadily here, working away. Manchester United with the ball again. Just to flick on with the header. They've kept possession. Good challenge. Mata! Shot blocked here.
Nic jo.
Good play.
Jo, ale.
Challenge in.
Tak to,
And Herrera.
prej, a to by to píste, sleduj.
20 minutes of
Jednoduchý,
the
no.
90 still to play. It's a very good interception.
To bylo škaredé, co udělal.
For Paris Saint-Germain to play on, he's waving them on.
Oni se bojí trošku, no.
Looking good, this move. And here, it's the goalkeeper's ball.
Lá vai o mar, gira, gira, linda de sonhar.
Jo.
Oh, he showed great anticipation now.
Comes in strongly.
Prostě to... Zase jde mu...
So we're coming down now towards the last 15 minutes. Ibrahimovic!
Teda.
Well, he scored, and it's a big moment for them in the match. They've pushed their lead now to 2 ahead. They've played well to this point, but sometimes a 2-goal lead can be a dangerous one. We'll see.
Začínáme rozehrávat.
That was a goal that hasn't caught us by surprise.
No, I think we could all see that one coming, and the keeper more than most.
3-1 the scoreline as we restart the game. Made the challenge well. It's an advantage for Manchester United. Play on, says the ref. And confidently done by Ibrahimovic.
Lá vai o mar.
Here's Marquinhos.
Ale fajnie to.
Tackle. Manchester United putting this attack together well. He's offside, Ibrahimovic.
No, škoda.
Meunier. Thiago Motta. Thomas Meunier. Free kick now for Paris Saint-Germain.
Ty vago.
Look again, Alan, at this, the slide tackle that went wrong.
Ne, ty s tím tam máme do nártu a on nedá nic vůbec. Když jim odpustil předtím takový... No, jestli
Challenges for
to
the ball.
Ach jo. Jo, machrou.
Valencia.
Už jste na začátku stali ty dva góly, tak to byly úplně jinde.
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. That attack was looking good. Now the opposition have a chance.
Tak se hraje, pánové.
Now Motta.
A takhle se to kazí.
Jo,
Went in well. Well, there's going to be 3 minutes added on. Mata. Good interception. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Well, good through ball.
to
Do a better
mlátíte.
cross than that, I think. The break is definitely on.
Co se přehmá?
Varney! What a...
Já se to chtěl spát, kdo to nahrál.
No, máme poslední zápas na ten bod. To už není sranda.
Už teď doufám, že vyhrajeme. To bylo takové rozehrání, ale jednu prohrát jsme museli, radši teď.
Máme je tam znova. Asi. Ne, nemáme.
Well, we're looking at a team that had a chance to get themselves promoted in the last game and they lost that game. And how is that going to affect their self-belief as they still need the 1 point from this final game of the season?
Well, the wheels came off in that last game, and I'll be hoping they've got them back on in time for this, because it would be disastrous if they messed it up now.
This is the Borussia Dortmund lineup. In goal, Roman Burki, Socrates, Papastotopoulos starts. Motta! I think he rushed his shot there, and that's why it's
Ale
so wide of the
když to
mark.
se tam procházel, ale tady to nebylo. Jako vůbec.
Teď se ní vyblím to.
Teď se budu se soustředit, by to dali, no.
Castro came in with a challenge. Good defending. Matuidi. Julian Draxler read
Větší,
the play
větší.
well to intercept. The referee giving the player the benefit of the doubt about that, but he's given the free kick. Dub. Verratti. Borussia Dortmund on the ball, they've worked hard to get it there. Good pass, getting it forward. They've coped with it well defensively. Corner now. Thiago Silva! Oh, no scraps for the attackers to feed on from the goalkeeper that time. Hung on to the ball well. Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it. This with a chance to go into the lead now. That's a good spot by the defender. The promising build-up until that challenge.
Jo? Když to vyškrává.
Co
Keep
to
the ball at the moment.
Já to viděl na to na čarovnou.
Did well, stuck out a foot, cut off the pass.
To
That'll be
nebyl
a throw.
zájem. No, máme tady nad těma máme šanci, jako docela velkou, tak uvidíme, no.
Verratti. Whoever is the coach of Borussia Dortmund, the passion and the nature and the DNA of this real working man's club is it's special. It's very special indeed.
No,
It's one of my favourite European
to
grounds.
bylo.
On a European night.
A přitom se to
Just
kopal
wonderful,
pryč.
that yellow wall behind
To
the goal.
nebylo
It's a
hezký.
sight to see.
Ještě k tomu dřívenkář byl na zemi.
Buďme rádi, že to dopadlo takhle.
And it's going
Ty
to be his throw
kráso.
here.
Nastřelit venkáře ležícího, to je dobrý.
Ještě si nevidí trenér.
Strong play by Paris Saint-Germain to win the ball
To by
back.
byly kolečka navíc.
Já bych jim dostal i 50.
Never quite as simple as you think to throw the ball to one of your teammates. Mark Bartra. Here's
No, konec srandy, mi dát gól.
Papastatopoulos. There's some potential in this move. Strong challenge.
Ale tam
Good play.
záchrana.
But they've lost the ball now, and the opposition can get at them. He can put them in front.
Tak to je co jak má.
Spectacular style.
Well, I was expecting him to be wheeling away in celebration then.
Klidu si to můžu pracovat, ne, zase to odevzdal.
Excellent interception. Good forward play from them.
Dobře, no.
It's nicely worked until that point when it broke down. Now they've got to try and regain possession. Angel Di Maria. Meunier. Really strong tackle, and the ball's gone out for a throw. Well, he's thrown possession away. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here.
Dlouhá příprava, no.
Tak teď zkrátím, no.
And here comes the counter-attack.
To
Aubameyang
nebylo to
has
já, no.
scored. Well, this is a genuine problem for them now. They were level, that would be enough for promotion, but now they're
Či, my
behind. They've got to try and
nepostupíme
find an answer.
ze 3
It's not
zápasů,
been a
než jsme
great 10
schopni na
minutes or
bod.
so for them. They invited pressure on and now they've been made to pay.
And that
Yeah.
has opened the
Good enough.
scoring. 1-0 here. Rafael Guerrero. Marco Reus. Now it's Borussia Dortmund. Free kick given. He's coming forward with some danger. Presented possession to the opposition now. Angel Di Maria.
Sakra.
Tackle here.
Ale to bylo hodně, ne?
Out of
Nebylo.
play for a throw. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into a quite a dangerous position now. A good control under pressure.
Ty jo, mě posune.
And the goalkeeper can take charge now.
Jej, víde. No.
Read the play well to intercept. Stop the game for the free kick. Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. Referee has chosen to add on 4 minutes. Aubameyang. Now Guerrero.
Krásně,
Here's a
co to
chance to
je.
attack. This is how they love to play on the break. That's great defending there, stopping that attack.
Tam nahrávám sám sobě, ty. Zpátky.
Gone for the through pass. That looked very good indeed, but the referee has signalled for half-time.
Bodík potřebujeme.
Become more and more important to a team, 1 or 2 defensive midfield players, just to help the keeping the opposition at bay. And if you don't concede, you don't lose. But today, he hasn't really done the job that we expected of him.
No, he's not read the game well. He hasn't anticipated the moves as well as he normally does. Positionally, he's been a bit shaky.
Dembele. Could be dangerous. There goes the cross. Aubameyang! Well, it's a long way off target. Aubameyang. Did well, stuck out. He might be through. Aubameyang! And the ball's in. It's a goal. This is not going at all according to plan. Just a draw needed to get them promotion. But they are trailing again, and the margin's been made wider.
Well, too many players just haven't turned up out there. They haven't responded, and that will be so disappointing for the manager and the fans.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0. Trying to find an opening, not panicking. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. Well, this attack has got a bit of menace to it. And in he goes with the tackle. And shoots! It's come off the goalkeeper, still in play. He's read that, hasn't he, and made the interception, made it look easy, actually. Free kick given by the ref.
Tak to je ono, takže dostaneme ve čtvrtý, se plácat zase mezi těma netrefenkama, budeme se bát o to, aby jsme postoupili.
What we've got here is the home team winning, but the away team, well, the goalkeeper will hope that it stays like that throughout the game. Attacking well here. Makes the challenge here. Credit the defenders, they've caught him offside and by quite a long way too.
Ne, to nebylo vše. To bylo...
Držel se v černém, to bylo dobrý.
We've reached the hour mark. Half an hour to go. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. He's taken it away there with a very good tackle.
Ze zad, tyjo, tak to.
Dembele.
Kam jdeš?
Now it's Borussia Dortmund. It's a foul by Thiago Silva.
Kde nepůjdeš? Ten bod, jestli jste to nepochopili.
They cope with it well defensively. Looking to play his teammate through. Oh, it's a back heel, easy on the eye, but rather easy for the opposition. Short passes, they're keeping the ball. Good defensive play, no cross, and no danger now. And that will be a corner. Apastatopoulos! Matuidi. There's some potential in this move. It's a good way to nick the ball back. Quick thinking. And here's the shot.
Ty fakt dovolám, že se stačí tu smerdlavou na tu.
This could be a chance.
A utekni.
Oh, he's broken away. That could have... Royce! No
Alright.
wonder in England he's known as Rolls Royce. It's a wonderful goal from a
To
stylish
není
goal.
možný, ty vole. Člověk obejde 3 a pak tam jenom vystočí smerdlavou pušku a je to
Defenders looking at him, having words, and you can understand why. Poor decision from him.
To je možné tohleto.
It's given them a comfortable situation here. 3-0 as the game gets underway. Time ticking on. Just over.
Si myslíš, že mu voní, nebo že tam furt strká?
Že ho má byl s tím.
The break is definitely on.
Jo, mám.
Laiva Kurzawa. Probing away. Trying to find room for a shot, maybe.
A
That
jo,
looked promising. but he's been stopped.
trkáníčko, nepískáníčko, je to tam, kde to je.
Here's a chance to attack. Oh, it could be on. The shot's on. The shot gets blocked.
Tam postavil betonový snu.
What disappointment for them, Alan. Promotion will not
Ti
be
o tom
won
zapomněl
today
říct,
unless
viď?
there's a real late game
Tam
miracle.
něco stavěl.
Can't see it. Better this time from the keeper.
Well, he's kept going, hasn't he? He's kept his head up, and maybe that'll be the turn in terms of his form out here.
Could be dangerous. Oh, he slipped his man. He's got his shot off now.
Má takovou
Fine save
malou
he's
tam
made there,
dám.
and he's not let the ball escape his grasp. Cut out by the defender. It has been a case of the die being cast pretty early in this football match, and we. Oh, the keeper! What's he done? And it's behind for the goal kick.
Jak šel do skluzu po té tvojí přijátce.
Adrian Rabiot.
Well, it's an
No.
important area to win back the ball, that.
Verratti.
What does that mean? No. Proti slabším soupeřům se trápíme, proti silnějším nestíháme. No.
It's looking good, this move. Dembele. Oh, he's won it back. That's a really good tackle. And it's going to be a minimum of 3 minutes to be played of
Stojí
added
přesně
time.
zase
Midfield, they've got it back via an interception.
usídlil a musí si tam být na pořád.
Good challenge. Eric Durm. Stopping the pass getting through with a good piece of anticipation.
Jau.
Could be a yellow card here for that foul.
Toho poslal
There
bezor
are
do
times
strky.
where you can understand players getting sent off with the
Jako
heat of
tam
the
budeme
battle.
všichni.
But in this circumstance, that's daft. Great reach and a great catch by the goalkeeper.
No, dávám moc malý, ty. Takže jsme strašně moc času.
So there we are, 3-0 is the final score. How well they played and they
Netechové se zase nedostali do 3. divize. Tyhle, to je ostuda.
To není dobrý.
To je ostuda. Že na to nikdo nekouká. Tak někdy pěkně nahráváme si, ne? A někdy
Taky si mě říkal, někdy nám to jde a ty prostě to nic. Jo.
Teďka
Well,
za
they had a
sebou
good season,
vyhrajeme a
didn't
pak
they? Alan,
nejsme
last
schopni
time
na
out.
bod.
Here's a new campaign for them, and they'll hope to get the promotion that they couldn't quite manage in the last campaign.
No, and they'll look back at one or two aspects of their play that they can improve on, and if they do manage that, I think they've got every chance of promotion.
Paris Saint-Germain, this is their lineup. In goal, Kevin Trapp. Marquinhos starts with Thiago Silva as the centre-backs. Angel Di Maria starts with Julian Draxler, looking to provide width. Edinson Cavani is the main striker today. Manchester City's lineup today. Willy Caballero starts in goal. Vincent Kompany starts alongside Nicolas Otamendi at the back. Kevin De Bruyne plays with Yaya Toure in central midfield. Sergio Aguero is the sole striker. Matuidi trying to stretch the opposition using the wider areas here. There's some potential in this move. And here's the shot. I'll never be afraid to shoot, but he'll be hoping for better efforts than that.
Ja nie, ale trafimy bardziej, tak coś patrz.
Because a lot of the big football matches in Paris are at the Stade de France, but the Parc des Princes was there before.
Wychodzie, gdzie
and
to
it's
dostała
still
fur.
retained its iconic status. And Paris Saint-Germain, of course, now a very big club in this beautiful ground.
I remember playing PSG before they were famous, as it were. David Ginola scored at the near post in the Cup Winners' Cup semi-final. Nice pitch here, nice ground.
More
Well,
news
what
on the
do you-
injury front from Jeff Shreves.
He's not moving like he normally does, is he? And that's because he went over on his ankle.
Nic. Trochę ma kończymy. Się trochę... Jeszcze 4 razy przed celem nie program.
To ne?
But he is carrying on, so signs are he should be okay.
Jeff, I knew you'd know what was going on down there.
Oh, he's good at
I think
cutting
he
those
cut
passes
them
out in that middle of the park.
Nicolas Otamendi. Clichy. Kevin De Bruyne. This could be a chance.
No.
Przyjechać wszystkim.
Aguero! It's Aguero!
Tu
Sergio
przyjechać.
Aguero strikes. The touch of a maestro to just let that ball trundle on into the net.
Yeah, he's having a little chuckle to
Może
himself.
nie ma
and
sensu,
talking
że
about how
zostałem to
sure to
połowa
his
przyjechać.
teammates. He'll be proud of that one.
Dobiegł.
And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. Good forward play from them. Got his shot off now. Oh, well saved. That will be a corner. And he's up for the header. Oh, so close with that header.
Oh, he's good at that, isn't he? He really does connect well with those neck muscles.
Ile to szczęście wybrane? Boże. Не дай си до палец, aby si zbroušili pak.
Could be dangerous. Draxler! Taking the chance with the shot there.
Yeah, thought he might have done better there. Had a bit of time and space, good position.
Julian Draxler.
Oop.
Here's Sterling. Meunier. Toure. Sterling. Well, it was easy on the eye, but in the end pretty easy to defend against. Now Motta. Found his teammate well. Cavani! It comes out off the goalkeeper.
No ale dokážu proměnit moc ty šanci.
Verratti. Attacking now. Defender to it first.
Nikdo tam nenabije, všichni jsou vzadu nebo
Aguero.
dopředu, je prostě někdo. Tyž nejde.
That's his game, isn't it? Intercepting. Was good progress with this attack. They could have got through there, but the defender was absolutely on top of his game. And that'll be a goal kick. Spotted that well and intercepted. Comes in with a tackle. Good through pass. Possession back with Manchester City now.
Takovej haluzovej sklus, on se musí trefit.
That is a cheap piece of play to give the ball away like that. Clichy. Carrying the ball forward, it's the Manchester City. Sterling!
Jasně.
Stojí tam dva hráče.
In the match, they've pushed their lead now to 2 ahead. They've played well to this point, and sometimes a 2-goal lead can be a dangerous one. We'll see. Just widen the margin here to 2-0. And in he goes with the tackle. It goes out wide again. Terrific play on the ball.
Oh, lovely clean feet in the
to tam
confined
se
space.
nechá?
We've watched that over and over.
He might be through. Draxler! That move
Sujet.
into the bud by the raising of the flag from the assistant.
Looked to me like the timing of the pass and the run was spot on, but on closer inspection, no, he was off.
Yaya Toure intervenes.
To měl určitě dozadu někdo v tom šlo. Hezky
Great
zase, jo.
resilience to ride that tackle and stay on his feet. Julian Draxler. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. And here's the shot. Well, that looked promising, but he's been stopped. Excellent interception. Fourth official has indicated 3 more minutes. Tackle here.
Tak jako tam se předháněl, kdo udělal lepší zkus nebo
Coming
co?
forward with some danger. Liva Kurzawa.
Čo ty si dal sám?
The break is definitely on. In he goes
No,
at the feet
certainly.
of the
Já
attacker.
jsem to měl
Well,
už
the attacker will
naklikaný,
feel
to
that's a chance
přijávku.
wasted that, but you've got to give full marks to the keeper.
That's our company has to take that yellow card.
Ještě si to pohlídejte, no.
Here's Mota.
Nepíky tak rychle.
Well, that's
No. Neprohrávali bychom, kdybychom proměňovali, no. Platí o mě.
Manchester City
Problém,
winning
že já
at
se v
this
tom
moment,
asi
but
moc
still the
nezlepším.
second half to
Bude to
come.
na tobě. Jako já ti dokážu dostat do 100% šance, ale prostě ty se musíš naučit přehodit brankáře nebo technickou střelu, no. Nebo dvojklik. Ten, co jsem ti říkal.
They
Ale
spread
ten
it out
musíš
wide
samozřejmě
here.
učit
Chance to
správným
get some
směrem.
width into this attack. Nicolas Otamendi. Yaya Toure. They've got the ball back. The interceptor got it for them. Thiago Motta. And Verratti. The referee's kept an eye on him. That is a
Cože?
foul.
Jako on mě tam sjede a
Haha.
to si dělá legraci. My jsme měli výhodu, nebo já nevím, to bylo.
Oh, no scraps for the attackers to feed on from the goalkeeper that time. Hung on to the ball well. Probing away, trying to find room for a shot maybe. Bit of pressure on the player, that's why it's gone out. Now they've thrown the ball away there, literally to the opposition. That's a turnover to the opposition. Referee's given them a free kick.
Se tam zbloknuté byl.
Position of some danger to the opposition. Thiago Silva's in trouble and he's got a yellow card. Hasn't been able to beat the wall. It's a corner for Manchester City. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. Liva Gozawa. Well, they're in a good position here. Comes in strongly. He's got his tackle in, and the ball's gone out now. Gozawa. Di Maria! When he gets a goal like Di Maria, it's usually a special one, and that's certainly the case this time. Well played, Paris Saint-Germain, for their goal.
Well, he's got a track record of that. On his left side, he's so dangerous. Whereas a good ball in, and the way he's lost his marker there, it's a really smart finish.
Off we go again, 2-1. Well, we're 2/3 of the way through the 90 minutes, half an hour to go. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. Ball goes out of play here quite clearly. An attempted pass, but not a good one. And he's presented the ball to the opposition. Good forward play from them. That's gone out for a throw-in.
Nemáme.
Kyle Clichy.
Franko 4 to zebral.
Offside is the call. We can see it,
Čtyřem
which of course
musíme
the
dát.
officials can't.
No, they get one chance, and he's done well with his chance. He's made the correct
Oh.
call.
And that is now a goal kick.
Zbytečně moc.
It's okay with 1 foot, I think, the tackle. The
Daj
same
mi to.
tackle as we see here.
Yeah, I think that
A
was
já ti ho tam
challenge
dám
that.
přes tuší. Pojď.
Time wasting, Alan, do you think, from the away team here? They've got to win.
No to zakopne a
It's in their sights now if they do.
tam jdeš.
He's come in, and that's a foul by Thiago
A,
Motta.
bonus.
It's going to be a card. It's going to be a yellow card.
Well, that's the least surprising thing I've
Měl by
seen
dále
out there
balónu.
today so far.
These days, going off your feet like that is running the risk of the referee taking serious action.
All right, it's a definite foul, Martin.
Ano, diví se
Slight
právě
tackle, but
proč.
he just mistimed it badly.
Yeah.
Well, that pass never looked like reaching its target, and they're away with the ball. Here's Motta, attacking now. Short passes, they're keeping the ball. Well, it's been very even. The shot's on! Well, it was there to equalise, but
To byla.
didn't quite happen.
Tam zapojila.
Proč to tam nešlo?
Great piece of play, honest challenges from both of them. Trying to find a way through here, probing away. Chance for the cross. A timely challenge. Kevin De Bruyne. Good pass. Getting it forward.
On se ten hráč
So we're coming down
neotočil.
now towards the last 15 minutes.
Ty jo, on
This could be
taky.
it. Shots on here. Well read by the goalkeeper. They do hate being chipped, keepers, don't they?
They do, and he did anticipate it and collected it comfortably in the end.
Yaya Toure,
Ještě s
I'm telling you,
těma-
that's a foul.
Pavlem už někam.
For the ref, a decision, and the decision is yellow.
I don't think anybody, least of all the player, can have any complaints about that.
On the
Jo, to
attack
byl
here,
pomalý.
came in with a challenge. The referee had a good look at that, decided it's just a throw after the tackle.
Jo, hoho, dobře ty.
Tried to play it through, cut out
To
by the
zachránil.
opposition.
Pomalý.
Trying to switch on.
Vlastně
To
pomalý.
Mendy is the culprit there, that's a foul.
Ježiš.
Well, that's a great interception. It could have been a really important pass at this stage. They could have got through there, but the defender was absolutely on top of his game. That could be the advantage rule applied to Paris Saint-Germain. Dracula! It is a miss, a narrow miss.
Čo bočnici
Otherwise, we'd
trefil,
have been
jo.
talking about one of the goals of the season.
Well, they cut through the defence on the breakaway, and all it needed was a composed head at the end.
Tak tohle to už jako... Tomu se dá jenom smát, no.
Angel Di Maria attacking well here.
Ježíš tam ne.
Well, it is a corner and a chance to get the ball into the penalty area. Terrific tackle.
No. Vole, on mě tam stáhne ze zadu.
And he's used his head there to keep his side in possession. The number's gone up. As far as added time is concerned, it's 4.
Well, that's a good amount of time to try and get the equaliser. And maybe they might just think they can win this match.
Další faul, ty. Bez písknutí.
Matuidi. That's a great interception. Sergio Aguero coming forward. A timely challenge.
Vole, nechám se
Final
ven
whistle,
gol.
it's Manchester City's match.
No, balí mě to, že nám nejde nám to.
Kašlem na to teda.
Dneska jo. To sám vidíš. To prostě totálně rozdaný zápasy, kdy máme 3 tutovky a prohrajeme 1-2. Budeme muset potrénovat. Ty střelení.
Tu spíš já, no.
No a taky, jenže problém je, že ne, že bych to netrénoval, ale jsem možná asi o trošku lepší jak ty v té střele, ale víc už se nezlepším, no.
Tak, to si, tak to si budu povídat. A když teda, já vidím,
Nechci, ahoj.
a díky za hru, to sám.
Kdy to můžem dát třeba? Budeš tu
Jasná.
dopoledne?
Tuž to
Budeš-
já nevím.
Nevíš. No dobrý, tak když tu budeš, tak třeba dáme, když ne, tak dáme jindy. Dobrý,
Jasná.
tak jo.
Čau, čau.
Měj se, ahoj.
Čau.
can't help the fact that everyone can see these scars. What I want you to want, what I want you to feel. But it's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you to just believe this is real. So let go of watching you turn your back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here cause you're all that I got. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. Time won't change this damage anymore. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. I'm a little bit insecure, a little unconfident, cause you don't understand to do what I can, but sometimes I don't make sense. What you never want to say, but I've never had a doubt. It's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you for once just to hear me out. So let go, watching you turn your back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here cause you're all that I got. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. Time won't change this damage anymore. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. No, hear me out now. You're gonna listen to me like it or not. Right now, hear me out now. You're gonna listen to me like it or not. Right now. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. Time won't change this damage anymore. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. I can't feel. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. Time won't change. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored.
You and me, we used to be together, every day together, always. I really feel that I'm losing my best friend. I can't believe this could be the end. It looks as though you're letting go, and if it's real, well, I don't want to know. Don't speak, I know just what you said, so please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just up? I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a sex that's bringing me down. I went to a whore. He said my life's a bore. So quit my wife because it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just
Me gustó mucho. Muchas gracias por todo, de verdad que sí. Nos estamos viendo, hace falta.
¿Cómo estás?
Mira este loco, no le hagan caso a este loco. ¡Pero Ricky! ¿Qué pasa, tipo? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué haces por acá, man?
Nada, tranquilo, voy para la piscina. ¿Y tú?
Ah, yo voy para allá luego.
¿También?
Yo voy para allá, sí, pero espérate, vamos a tirar una foto. Aquí va.
Vamos.
¿La pruebas?
Duro. Pero me la envías.
Claro,
Dale,
man.
vamos.
Por supuesto.
Ya te veo.
Ven, te cuento de una vez. Tu descanso está en la cama de mis pies. Ven, te cuento, 1, 2, 3. Mis pasitos son descalzos sin estrés. Dime si hay otro lugar para dejar mi corazón. Ay, tienes razón, mejor porque no nos vamos los dos. Si tú quieres nos bañamos, si tú quieres nos soplamos para secarnos lo mojado. Si tu boca quiere beso y tu cuerpo quiere eso, arreglamos. Si tú quieres un atajo y lo quieres por abajo, yo te llevo bien callado. Vente pa' acá, vente pa' acá, vente pa' acá.
me atrapa. Quiero tenerte siempre y no dejarte sola. Esta historia no se acaba, ven vamos pa' mi cama. Esta noche tú te enamoras. Dime de una vez, si es que al lado tuyo yo estaré. Todo lo que pidas te daré. Esta noche tú te enamoras. Si tú quieres nos bañamos, si tú quieres nos soplamos pa' sacarnos lo mojado. Si tu boca quiere eso y tu cuerpo quiere eso, arreglamos. Si tú quieres un atajo y no quieres para abajo, yo te llevo bien callado. Vente pa' acá, vente pa' acá, vente pa' acá. Vente pa' acá, vente pa' acá, vente pa' acá.
Nevertheless, in my dress for the occasion, it's number 32, not the other situation. With the P, move your feet, then don't change the station. Cause you're leaving on a permanent vacation.
Well, I'm a disaster.
A microphone master.
Put on the tape, a rocky ghetto blaster. Stand up at the money cause it tells the resorts about sweating all the is in the bike guy shorts. Storming through the party like my name was El Nino. Hanging out, drinking in the back of an El Camino. Was a kid, no one knew me by name. Trashed my own house party cause nobody came. I know I'm not the one you thought you knew back in high school. Never going, never showing up when we had to. Attention that we crave, don't tell us to behave. I'm sick of always hearing at your age. I don't wanna waste my time. Become another casualty of society. I'll never fall in line. Become another victim of your conformity. Back down. Because you don't know us at all. We laugh when old people fall. But what would you expect with a culture so small? Heavy metal and mullets. It's how we were raised. Maiden and priest. We're the gods that we praise. Cause we like having fun at other people's expense. And cutting people down is just a minor offense. And it's none of your concern. I guess I'll never learn. I'm sick of being told to wait my turn. I don't wanna waste my time. Become another casualty of society. I'll never fall in line. Become another victim of your conformity. And back down. Don't count on me to let you know when. Don't count on me, I'll do it again. Don't count on me, it's the point you're missing. Don't count on me, cause I'm not listening. No cutting floor, middle left, right. And I don't give about nothing. Standing on the corner talking all like a puppet. But you don't make sense or all I cast you. Cause if the egg don't stay, you'll be ringing off the hook. You're on the hit list. Want it in a telephone bar like song with distortion. Drinking proportion. The dentist in my mom should have had an abortion. I don't wanna waste my time. Become another casualty of society. I'll never fall in line. Become another victim of your conformity. And back down. Casualty of society. Waste my time. Victim of your conformity. And back down.
Freestyler, rock the microphone, straight from the top of my dome. Freestyler, rock the microphone, carry on with the freestyler. I got to throw on and go on. You know I got to flow on. Select us on your radio players, cause we're friendly for ozone. But that's not us, so hold on. Tight as a rock the mic, right? Oh, excuse me, pardon. That's a synchronizer with the analyzer. Coming wipes the session. Let there be a lesson question. You carry protection, now with your heart go on. Like Celine Dion, come a chameleon. Yeah, straight from the top of a dome. As the rock the microphone. Yeah, straight from the top of a dome. As the rock the microphone. Yeah, straight from the top of a dome. As the rock the
Where should we run to? We got the world in our hands and we're ready to play. They say we're wasted, but how can we waste it if we're loving every day? Okay, I got the keys to the universe, so stay with me. Cause I got the keys, babe. Don't wanna wake up one day wishing that we'd done more. I wanna live fast and never look back. It's what we're here for. Don't wanna wake up one day wondering where it all go. Cause we'll be home before we know. I wanna hear you sing it. Hey mama, don't stress your mind. We coming home tonight. Hey mom, we're gonna be alright. Dry those eyes. We'll be back in the morning when the sun starts to rise. So mama, don't stress your mind. So mama, don't stress your mind. We coming home tonight. We coming home tonight. Where should we run to? We got a ticket that takes us wherever we like. We got our problems, but just for the minute, let's push all our troubles aside. Alright, cause we got the keys to the universe inside our minds. Yeah, we got the keys, babe. Don't wanna wake up one day wishing that we'd done more. I wanna live fast and never look back. It's what we're here for. Don't wanna wake up one day wondering where did all go. Cause we'll be home before we know. I wanna hear you sing it. Hey mama, don't stress your mind. We coming home tonight. Hey mom, we're gonna be alright. Dry those eyes. We'll be back in the morning when the sun starts to rise. So mama, don't stress your mind. So mama, don't stress your mind. Don't stress your mind. Hey mama, don't stress your mind. We coming home tonight. Hey mom, we're gonna be alright. Dry those eyes. We'll be back in the morning when the sun starts to rise. So mama, don't stress your mind. So mama, don't stress your mind. We coming home tonight. We coming home
caminando despacio, sin ganas de sonreír, hemos quedado en el barrio. Unos litros y 100 duros de hachís perdidos en cualquier lado, soñando con escapar la mayoría del paro. Y el que curra del trabajo temporal, han pasado 10 años. Mis colegas, ¿dónde están? El que no anda en el maco. Hace poco lo acabaron de enterrar, la heroína no acudió a su funeral. Chaval, siempre a la sombra de la sociedad, somos la causa de su malestar. Escúpele al sistema y nunca dejes de molestar. No, chaval, no es ley de vida tu desigualdad, no te dieron la oportunidad. Escúpele al sistema y nunca dejes de molestar. Existe una alternativa, legalizar. Esto tiene que cambiar, lo vamos a cambiar. ¿Qué te ha pasado, princesa? Que no te vio sonreír, aún no tienes tu dosis. Por la noche te tienes que prostituir, maldita mierda prohibida, que nuestro sueño lo rompió. Hablábamos de injusticias, comentábamos nuestra revolución, chaval, siempre a la sombra de la sociedad, somos la causa de su malestar. Escúpele al sistema y nunca dejes de molestar. No, chaval, no es ley de vida tu desigualdad, no te dieron la oportunidad. Escúpele al sistema y nunca dejes de molestar. Existe una alternativa, legalizar. Esto tiene que cambiar, lo vamos a cambiar. Agresividad, no somos ratas de ciudad. Agresividad, contra el estado del malestar. Agresividad, no somos ratas de ciudad. Agresividad, contra el estado del malestar. Del paraíso al infierno hay un paso, nada más. La prohibición es un business. La droga existe y no la vas a eliminar. La solución consiste en legalizar. Chaval, siempre a la sombra de la sociedad, somos la causa de su malestar. Escúpele al sistema y nunca dejes de molestar. No, chaval, no es ley de vida tu desigualdad, no te dieron la oportunidad. A mis colegas y a la peña en general, no te he visto nunca we took a break. Maybe we're just trying too hard, when really it's closer than it is too far. 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. Instead of going under. Instead of going under. I can't sit back and wonder why it took so long for this to die. I hate it when you fake it. You can't hide it. You might as well embrace it. So believe me, it's not easy. It seems that something's telling me I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. Instead of going under. Instead of going under again. Instead of going under. Instead of going under again. Instead of going under
Ay. Fonsi. Chihuahua. Oh, oh no, oh no. Oh, hey. Sí, sabes que ya llevo un rato mirándote. Tengo que bailar contigo hoy. Chihuahua. Vi que tu mirada ya estaba llamándome. Muéstrame el camino que yo voy. Oh, tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy acercando y voy armando el plan. Solo con pensarlo se acelera el pulso. Oh yeah, ya me está gustando más de lo normal. Todos mis sentidos van pidiendo más. Esto hay que tomarlo sin ningún apuro. Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firma las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito. Sube, 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 sube. Quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo. Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Favorito, favorito, baby. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido. Si te pido un beso, ven dámelo. Yo sé que estás pensándolo. Llevo tiempo intentándolo. Mami, esto es dando y dándolo. Sabe que tu corazón conmigo te hace bam bam. Sabe que esa beba está buscando de mi bam bam. Me prueba de mi boca para ver cómo te sabe. Quiero ver cuánto amor a ti te cabe. Yo no tengo prisa, yo me quiero dar el viaje. Empecemos lento, después salvaje. Pasito a pasito, suave suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Cuando tú me ves empieza pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Y es que esa belleza es un rompecabezas, pero para montarlo aquí tengo la pieza. Oye,
Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firma las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito.
sube, sube.
Quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo, que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos.
Favorito, favorito, baby.
Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro, hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido. Despacito, vamos a hacerlo en una playa en Puerto Rico, hasta que las olas griten ay bendito, para que mi sello se quede contigo.
Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito.
Enseñas a mi boca tus lugares favoritos.
Favorito, favorito. Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a
Hasta
poquito.
provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido. Despacito.
It starts with
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I've put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall
with these ashes, my son. We have our revenge.
No. I've only begun.
Welcome back everyone to the Mixer NYC studio at the Microsoft Store, flagship 5th Avenue. This is the Total War Warhammer 2 launch free-for-all. I'm Jimmy Mondel, and joining me are James Given and developer Al Bickham. Hey. Right before we went to break, we asked our Mixer viewers a trivia question. What is the name of the deity worshipped by the ogres? Let's see what you said. Looks like A is going to be leading it with 84%, B at 11%, C, the Belly King at 4%, and D, the Mighty Podge at 2%. And the correct answer is A, the Great Maw. We will be asking 2 more questions tonight, so definitely stay tuned. Now, let's meet our players for the second heat. First, joining us in the studio, this popular and hilarious YouTuber has viewers and subscribers from all over. It's Party Elite. Look at him. He's so here for action.
He's so confident.
He just grabbed the competition and crushed it in his hands. Oh my god, he's posted up. He's ready to go. Oh, he means business.
Yeah, so Party Elite does a lot of breakdowns.
Yeah.
He focuses very heavily on multiplayer.
Yeah.
So he is going to be one of those guys you would hope that he does very well in this. I think you'll get grilled if he can actually make a video talking about the things he could have done better if he doesn't win this one.
He could do a VOD review of his gameplay.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to bring a bit of talent and skill to this battlefield, but he's, as we've already seen, free-for-all is chaos. And even an experienced player can be dragged down by someone who just brings a lot of rat ogres and springs them in your in the back line. So,
hey man, anything is possible. Maybe Party Elite will run into some obstacles of his own, but we also have 3 excellent players joining us online. First off, coming all the way from Boston, it's Tangent. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Tangent, and today I am going to be playing the High Elves. While a lot of the other armies in this Total War expansion do have a lot of flashy monsters and creatures, the High Elves have, for the most part, what they have in their codex: rock-solid infantry and accurate archers. What I'm going to be doing is keeping it simple, utilizing the Sea Guard to take advantage of their range superiority, as well as their rank-and-file discipline to resist charges. It's going to be good.
So, what do you guys think? So you guys heard he's going to be playing High Elves.
Well, I think we've already shown that the High Elves are doing very well so far on this free-for-all, so I've got a feeling he's going to do quite well on that.
Yeah, and we did see, he did say that the High Elves don't have the most spells out of all the classes, but we did see some pretty big flashy ones doing lots of damage.
It totally depends on what you go for. So I've got a feeling that if you go for a more... well, as we've seen, Lothran Seaguard, maybe Teclis or Tyrion.
Right.
I think those guys, you use that magic to just kind of slow people down. You just keep doing all the archer fire and damage from there. So I think they've got a bit of a good chance here. As you've always shown, they can shut down big monstrous creatures.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen when someone brings a lot more of a melee build to the battle?
Yeah.
And that's where something, especially like Dark Elves, could do very well against a high.
We'll have to see if he decides for Lothran archers or just goes for straight archers and gets destroyed by some rat ogres, but we'll have to keep our eyes peeled. Our next online player has the biggest Total War YouTube channel online with over 350,000 subscribers. On his channel, he recreates famous historical battles as well as ones from fantasy worlds. He goes by Pixelated Apollo, and he sent us a video as well.
Oh, hey guys, my name is Pixelated Apollo, and I am a Total War YouTuber. I focus mostly around online battles for old and new Total War titles. I do like long walks on the beach, and I am vegan, though sometimes I do eat chicken, fish, pork, and beef. So to win this battle today, I need a lot of luck. But I'm just happy to be here, and I've got a chance for victory. That's pretty much it from me, so God bless.
So he's a vegan that basically eats everything. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, I think he'd obviously be playing Lizardman in this one. This is a Pixelated Apollo in a nutshell. And I think, you know, he's a lovable guy. And how he's going to approach free-for-all, I don't know, because this is a kind of all-encompassing madness. Hopefully, he's got the right build for, but I think it's going to be very messy for him. He focuses on these kind of battles before, so I think he might be all right.
Yeah, I mean, he's very good at recreating them. Maybe he'll be even better at participating in them in real time. But finally, our last player in this tournament comes from St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Baron Von Games. Let's check him out.
Is this thing on? Alright guys, my name is Baron and I have 2 YouTube channels, Baron Von Games and Baron Von Let's Plays. I'm going to be in this free-for-all for Total War Warhammer 2, and basically my strategy is quite simple. Most people are going to be going with convention. We're going to take convention and poop on it. We're going to be the wild card. So it could be epic or it could be an epic disaster. We're going to find out though.
I'm gotta say, I'm a little intrigued to find out if it'll be epic or an epic disaster. Al, how do you feel? How do you think it's gonna go?
I think whatever happens is going to be carnage.
Yeah.
And
granted,
we got 4 very different players here with very different styles and very different approaches. And I think when we drop them all into the cauldron of free for all, we will see. We will all be surprised, I think, by the outcome, including the players.
Yeah. So while our second match is getting set up, let's talk a little bit more about what you're both expecting to see.
So, Party Elite and Pixelated Apollo are the 2 more experienced Total players if you were to like check them either on YouTube and so forth. So they're the guys you kind of like go to as to be more experienced players. But as we've already seen today, that doesn't mean anything in free for all. The gloves are off and things just go wrong. Yeah. You can try and bring a balanced build, but it doesn't mean that you're going to find success. Right. And as Alex Rambler today, he found out, you know. Perfect setup. He had Indy in the best place he could possibly be. He had complete control of all of his troops, and then bang.
I don't know.
The third player decides, I'm going to give up this fight on this flank. I'm just going to go over here and mess up someone else's game. And that's exactly what he did. So this is the thing we're going to have to look forward here. And I think you can even see some alliances, you know. You know, Big Black and Tangent, these guys, you know, they've streamed together in the past. Maybe they're going to team up here.
Yeah, maybe do some raptor pack hunting or something.
So obviously you got Baron, Pixelated Apollo, Tangent, and Party Elite. Top 2 go through to the final to meet it's already Burke Black and Indie Pride. So it'll be interesting to see which one. So actually, straight away, I want to have a look at Baron Von Games' army, because if there's one thing I like seeing, it's the Lizard Man, and this is exactly what I've got here. So he's got a very balanced army. He's got Krotgar on his Carnosaur. He has 1 unit of Saurus Spears, and then he has a Feral Bastardon, another Feral Bastardon, and then over here, he's got Feral Carnosaurs, and then he's got some Save Meow. I can't pronounce these guys.
Oh, they're Croxigors.
Croxigors. Yeah. I should know that. I've done a stream with them. They're one of my favorite units.
Yeah, super tough.
And Temple Guard at the back there. And Temple Guard are like, if you look at these guys, they're one of my favorite looking units in the game. These guys are kind of like Aztec feel, and but dinosaurs, and they just look really cool. And they're very, very powerful infantry, and you know the backbone of a Lizardman army.
Confident and
they would be the backbone if your backbone wasn't just a load of monsters. So I want Baron Von Games to win this game. So what we got over there, Al?
So I'm looking at Party Elite. Party Elite has a Dark Elf army, and I think we're going to see. I feel I've got a strong sense we're going to see an aggressive playstyle here straight out the gates, because we've got a lot of standard backbone units like Bleak Swords, you know, competent swordsmen, but we've also got Harganeth Executioners, which are big dual-handed sword. These guys pay out a tremendous amount of damage. They're elite swordsmen. We've also got quite a number, 3 or 4 units of Witch Elves as well. They're very fast-moving. They're very glass cannon. They pay out the high melee attack. They do a lot of damage over a very short space of time, but they're very brittle. You've got to cycle them in and out, almost like cavalry. You know, you've got to keep them out of the line of fire. We've got a few archer units, but nothing too much for people to worry about from a ranged damage perspective. but we'd also have some Cold One Knights. So again, Party Elite will want to be cycling these in and out, smashing into flanks, doing damage, doing morale damage, pulling them out, cycle charging, doing all that sort of stuff. But presiding over the whole thing, he's got Malekith Malekith on his dragon here. So I'm expecting to see a lot of magic thrown around in this battle from Malekith here.
So the battle started, and immediately Tangent with his High Elves here, with his artillery, is just firing into Pixelated Apollo and his Dark Elves. Pixelated Apollo is hidden over on the flank here, some shot cabs, so he has his Dark Riders over here with shields. But let's look where everyone really wants to be looking, and it's Party Elite going up against the Lizardmen army of Baron Von Games. And, you know, these guys are just chilling for a bit. They're just having a look. The squad of dinos.
Squad, yeah.
They're just
peering over the edge.
Well, the first Bastillodon is in. He's just piled straight in against the Bleak Spears.
They've got the high ground, Anakin.
And this is a perfect time here for Party Elite to come in to try and get them into combat. This is a good fight for Party because he can focus on getting his spear infantry and halberds against the monstrous creatures. This is a great engagement for him. Not so much for this guy or him, as they get thrown over another Bastillodon. Yeah. But you can see up here you've got Malekith, and he's going to drop a big spell. I'm not sure which one he's going to try and go for. He's got his breath attack first down on Temple Guard. And I think it's actually Chaos on the other flank as well.
It is. We've got Pixelated Apollo. He's making the first move. He's going straight in against Tangent's High Elves. And he's trying to close the gap as quickly as possible, take as little range damage as possible, and get his units fighting. Because, of course, we have Murderous Prowess, which is this bar up here. And, as you know, as the kills rack up, they just start getting frenzy buffs, basically.
Yeah, so I see it racking up very close, and it's just about to tick on.
It's about to kick off once we start flashing. There we are.
Party Elite's one has kicked off, actually, because there is two Dark Elf players on the battlefield here. So this means that there's a massive combat bonus right now for Party Elite, and this is exactly what he wants, especially when he's already got a lot of the monstrous creatures and dinosaurs tied down. This is not a good fight, by the way. Executioners versus Croxagores, not so good. The Croxagores here are going to have a great time, but unfortunately, they are out of control, and this is something that's just obviously, this is what happens to the Lizardmen, especially when they get tied down like this. So right now, Party Elite is powering ahead on the top of the leaderboard, but you know, he's got a very balanced army, and this is going to be the big thing. If he can take out Crockgar early on, then he'll be able to pick apart what's left of the Lizardmen army.
So he'll be definitely trying to focus down Crockgar with Malekith.
Yeah, with DNC. They've got no flying, so he's just going to constantly be up in the edge here, constantly looking down it, and you can already see the Crockgar's really low in HP right now.
Yeah,
and Malekith's just hanging.
Yeah, and he's losing control of more and more units. I just see the exclamation marks popping up left and right. It's not looking too good.
And over there, I think Al is...
Yeah, there's been a lot of magic, a lot of high magic flying around. We've had the net of Ammontok dropped on a couple of units to slow them down, which has enabled Tangent to get his cavalry were engaged in combat, a bit surrounded, so he dropped some nets and pulled them out, so they'll live to fight another day. And it looks like he's closed the gap and coming the other way now. He's trying to get his melee units into Pixelated Apollo's front line. So there's a lot of arrow fire being traded here. It's just hard to see. It's just really hard to tell which way this is going to go. We've got lots of individual fights going along on the front line.
Yeah, and it looks like Tangent kind of has himself spread out.
Very much, yeah, yeah.
He's spread very thin at this point, so things could go either way. He could take this fight against Pixelated Apollo, drive up his numbers, or Tangent could just be looking at the beginning of the end for him.
Exactly.
The problem for Tangent's force is very spear heavy. Meanwhile, Dark Elves have taken a lot more melee infantry, a lot more sword infantry.
Exactly. So it's not, you know, they're not. That anti-large ability is largely wasted against the Dark Elves. Yeah, apart from, of course, against the Hydra here. Pixelated Apollo's Hydra is having a whale of a time.
Just casual Hydra. You know?
Yeah.
It's a big Vortex Valve and Blade Wind, and that is just shattered a unit of Spearmans there. And Tangent's front line is just kind of dissolving right now. He's got some camp, but they're tied down in a fight against some Dark Shards. And, you know, really, I think a good point right now would be to try and get his Techless out of combat here. Don't really fight head-on against a Dreadlord, and try and maybe just pick off the commander. And he's trying to do that right now. But look, there's another net there, trying to just tie down some of the Dark Elf stuff. But, oh, well, this is going on. look who's come to the party. It's Party Elite. He's got the rest of his troops. He's finished off what's left of the Wizard Man. And he's just like, you know what, guys? I think it's time for me to join in.
I tell you what, he's nicely formed up as well.
Exactly.
He's really got his,
it's a very organized line.
And look, Party Elite's, Apollo's troops are instantly wavering before this engagement even starts.
Oh, man. And this is the beauty of free-for-all.
They're just
We've got
instantly
a lot
running.
of magic flying around here. We've got the flaming skull coming in here.
A flaming skull. So
Yeah.
wait, tell me where that came from. Really
So that's
quick.
that's one of the spells. That's one of the fire spells in the game.
We just had the War Hydra there do for one of its breath attacks, and the breath attacks for the Hydra can go everywhere. So you can't really you can direct it, but it might fly off in different directions. It did loads of damage, and some of it to Apollo's own troops. So Apollo right now is second. Party Elite way ahead with 1,300, and Tangent is just behind. But this is going to be really dangerous for Pixelated Apollo because his front line, his back line, is just going to get completely shattered.
Getting minced.
There's nothing he can do. Party Elite is just here for a bit of a meal, really. He's already ahead, so at this point he can do what he wants.
Yeah, he continues to move his forces up in other parts, so he just has this forward progression from all of his units, and he's just wiping across the map. Party Elite sitting at 14,000 points. Good God.
Tangent can just hold his troops together and manage to do enough damage. Possibly he'd be able to take over from Pixelated Apollo. But right now, it looks like Apollo and Party Elite have got this game wrapped up very well. And there's going to be big Repper Pack, Chill Wind, one of my favorite spells. It slows down troops, does damage, and if you overcast it, also messes with their range. But
there goes another flaming skull.
Another flaming skull, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Off it goes.
And that'll be from the Sorceress. Oh, man.
That's going to do a lot of damage to his units.
Party Elite was able to just get out of the way. A handful of their troops, maybe not so much.
Yeah, got singed there.
And all of this is really Malekith's just sitting at the high ground, just coming in.
No.
He's decided he doesn't really like Teclis anymore. And also the Dreadlord's in there as well. So this is not looking good for Tangent, as he's kind of been sandwiched by two Dark Elf players now.
Man. Party Elite with an astounding lead over these other players. Pixelated Apollo just breaking 10k, and Party Elite soaring past 15,000. Just having a good old time.
He's really laying it down.
Yeah,
a lot of damage going here.
Literally, Party Elite is just kind of like Malekith right now on his mount. He's like chilling, like, yeah, I've got this, no problem.
In the bag.
Pixelated Apollo he is significantly behind on the score, but he got the battle he wanted and he won that fight, and it's only really because Party Elite turned up with a full army, but that really changed anything.
That was definitely a sight to see. We turned the camera around, just pan it a little bit, and Party Elite bringing his entire country to come fight for him.
Yeah, I mean, this is Dark Elf Civil War but at this point, and you can see Malekith on a mount definitely gives him a really, really good advantage, because he can just be wherever he needs to be. So Party Elite is in the blue, and the green is Pixelated Apollo, and you can see most of his troops at this point have just been routed. The only thing he does have, it's still no one's really focused on, obviously, except from the War Hydra, which right now is oh, this is going to be another Chill Wind.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a burn skull. Oh
Okay.
my God, that's so much damage.
That's a lot. That was dead on too. That was dead on.
See you later.
17,000.
I love it chasing those troops, like, get away.
Get off my
And
lawn.
it broke that blast, that flame blast just broke the Hydra. It's routing.
Yeah, Malekith decided, I think I have to come down and teach this thing a lesson.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Oh.
It's not going well for the Hydra here. He's taking a lot of damage from those blows from Malekith.
Yeah, Party Elite's still got a lot of range. I don't see what he's got left, really. He's got a few of his crossbow units over here. They're starting to shatter now. He's still got a Sorceress, who is now in a desperate fight. I'm not going to lie. Not the fight you want against the cold ones.
Oh, no. She's back.
Having a bad day. Well, she's been doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
She's been using a lot of her spells, and there's the Dreadlord as well.
I'm happy for her.
He's going to waltz into that fight.
He's taking his sweet old time,
Yeah,
they don't need me.
At this point, there's nothing really he can do. It's most definitely Party Elite coming in with the highest score of the day, almost 18,000.
Jeez.
And he's going to get the bonus for having most of his troops left at the end of it.
That's the incredible thing. He's paid out so much damage, and yet he's retained so much of his army.
He's going to break 20k so easily.
Yeah, so this has been a smashing affair for him. And Dark Elves reigning supreme in this free-for-all battle, and definitely a one for the scorebooks at the moment.
Yeah, you know, High Elves, we wanted them to have a good chance, but Party Elite was like, this is my party.
Yeah, I don't. Just a really bad day. That guy actually looks a bit like Baron, whose army's dead over there somewhere.
Baron right now on the floor in our studio.
Yeah, there's nothing left, and there you go. That'll be it. So
That'll
two
be
guys
it.
going through to the final will be Party Elite with a smashingly high score, and then coming down the bottom, Pixie Apollo. But still, an amazing score for him as well. So what are we looking at? We're looking at 1100 for Pixie Apollo and
22,000.
Wow.
What in the world?
The bonus, that's the bonus from being last man standing, isn't it?
Yeah, and his army, he took, you know, he knew that he needed to bring some, you know, spears, and he used them perfectly to tie down in the woods as well.
Right.
Those monstrous creatures early on, and yeah, but Malekith there pulling his weight in gold pretty much at 228 kills. You know, that's just magic damage.
That's like a third of his kills too.
Yeah, and he also has 58% of his army left. So just putting that out there. Fixated Apollo, though, did get the most kills, 849, but it's not about kills, it's about damage.
Yeah.
And that was definitely something which went the way on for Dark Elves and Party Elite in that game.
And you know, watching Party Elite, it kind of opened my eyes as to how the game can be really played in like the higher levels, because you're watching Party Elite at the very beginning of the game, right? His team comp, we saw he had a lot of mobile units, he had tanks, he had